Hi, welcome to my channel Happy Learning with Anugamini. I just completed writing my next research paper. Yes, I'm really glad that I completed it after so many rounds of corrections, revisions, different versions of my paper, version 2, version 3, version 4, and I was at 24, I was at 25. Yeah, there are many versions. And now I feel that I have completed my work, and now the next thing that I'm going to do is to identify a journal which is more apt in my field, and it it has a scope where my journal would fit in, and at least I'll get a review so that I can revise it and make it to the quality of that particular journal. Publication is a easy process. You just submit it and you will get it. But the problem main is where to publish it, where to submit it, what things we need to consider before submitting it. Are all journals equal? We can have the open access, we can have the paid ones, we can have the the non-indexed ones. Any journal which asks for some money or which some do not ask for some money, you can do that, right? Wrong. You cannot do that. You need to be very much cautious while selecting the journals in which you are aiming to publish your work. Your work has taken a lot of time, and you cannot just publish it anywhere, any random journal. Recently I got a mail from journals where the editors or the editor-in-chiefs had some information about my previous journal publications, and they are inviting me to publish my next work in that journal. But when I go to their websites, there's hardly any information given about what kind of a journal it is, what impact does it have in the international market, how I can just confirm whether this journal is something where I can aim my work into. So what all things I keep in my mind before identifying, confirming and finalizing a journal where I am going to submit it? What are steps at the basic level I continue to do today also before just saying that this is the journal where I want to submit? What all things are those? So let's proceed with this video. So my paper is on the topic of promoting entrepreneurial skills among students, a conceptual model. The motivation behind this particular research paper and research was basically the emphasis given towards more and more number of startups in the country, and how we can imbibe this skills, the innovative entrepreneurial skills among the students, so that they can become future entrepreneurs. Based on this particular topic, the abstract and the keywords, now I'm going to start my search for the most apt journal in which I can target my submission towards. Minimum criteria in which research papers in my institute will be considered is the Scopus. Now, Scopus is the largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature. It comprises scientific journals, books, and conference proceedings. It delivers comprehensive overview of the world's research output in the field of science, technology, medicine, social sciences, and arts and humanities. Along with that, it also provides smart features to track, analyze, and visualize research. So basically, Scopus is the largest and the oldest database which includes all the kind of publications that are made, and it provides access to high quality research work done in different fields. So let's start our search for the journals which are indexed in Scopus and find out if any list is available on the Google. Now, the moment you click with this particular keywords, you can see there are a number of links that are provided from where you can get the Excel sheets of the journals which are indexed under the Scopus database. Now, we'll search with this particular link. Now, this particular Excel sheet gives you a summarized picture, or you may say the summarized list of all the journals which are still under the Scopus database and which can be considered for your prospective publication. Now, based on the keywords title of my research paper that I've just completed writing, I'm going to search which journal can be an apt selection for future publication. I'll click on this particular column, Control F for search, and innovation as a keyword. Next. And hence we got this title which seems to be apt according to the keywords of my research paper. So let's see and check whether this list is an authentic one, first of all, and still this journal is within the Scopus database or not. Now, why I'm saying that still within the database or not? Because there are some journals which might have been included in this year's journal or might have been excluded based on different criteria of quality check and all. So we need to check whether this journal, which is shown as per the Google search Excel sheet, whether it is still in the database or not. So let's proceed ahead with the Scopus website. So this is the website from where you can actually take the information about different journals which are still included in the database. On the home page, you can see that there are two options given over here. One is for author search. So if in case you are searching for publication based on author's name, then in that case you can go ahead and search with this. But here we have the journal title. So we are proceeding ahead with the next option given over here, that is the sources. Now here you can see on this particular page, you can see that first option is given as the title. Now if in case you do not have the title but you have any other information, like you want to search journal based on the subject area or the publisher, or you have the ISSN number from the list and you want to search for that particular and verify whether that particular journal is still in the database or not, then in that case you can continue with that information. But now we have the title, so we will again click on the title option. Click over here and copy paste the name of the journal that we have selected. Now here I am getting only one result that is specific that particular journal. That means this journal is still in the Scopus indexed database. So now we have verified the quality and the standard of this particular journal. Along with that, this page also gives us an information about the CITE score, the highest percentile, the citations from 2016 to 2019, the documents that have been cited, how many number of documents have been cited, and its percentage. Along with that, let's see what all other information we can get from this particular link that has been provided on the Scopus index. And hence you can get more information on CITE score, the SNIPE ID, and so on. Now what this SNIPE ID is, I'll absolutely inform you in my upcoming videos. Along with that, if you want to identify other information about this particular journal and how these numbers of CITE score is being calculated, then let me show the preview of it. Here on this particular page itself, you can see how the CITE score for the year 2019 is being calculated and how the CITE score tracker is being calculated, and the estimation is given over here. Along with that, you can also see where exactly this journal lies in comparison to other journal in the field in which it is published. Now here the journal which we have selected is comes under the category of strategy and management of business management and accounting and the management technology and innovation. In terms of strategy and management, we can see that it comes at the 80th rank, while in management of technology and innovation it comes at the 48th rank. Another confirmation that you can consider before submitting your work is SIMACO journal and country rank. Now SIMACO journal rank measures the weighted citations received by the serial. The citation weighting depends on the subject field and the prestige of citing serial. So this information, or you may say the ranking provided by this particular database, helps to understand the status of a journal in comparison to other journals in the same field. Now from this particular website, you can get the information about the journal ranks, the country ranks of different journals, and different visualization tools for the different publications made in a particular area. This particular website also supports your Scopus index information which is given on the website. So let's see what information we can get about the selected journal from this particular web page. I'll put the name of journal in the search box and let's see what comes up. Now here you can see again we have a supporting information for this particular journal. You can see that this journal comes under the category of management of technology and innovation and strategy and management, which was indicated in the Scopus website. It is published by the John Wiley and Sons Limited. Its H index is 55. It is a journal category of publication. There can be publication types also like book series and book chapters. The ISSN numbers are given, the print version and the electronic version. And Along with this, we can also check the scope of this journal from this site. Here we can see the scope matches well with the theme of my research paper. So I do believe that submitting in this journal can be a good decision for my future publication. So this is what I do at the very basic level to identify the Scopus Index journal. Now these days in our country as well as an international market, Scopus is the minimum criteria that every institution asks for. And if you are aiming to be a researcher or already a researcher, always keep in your mind that your journal should be published at least in a Scopus database journal only, so that your work does not get wasted by being published in any other predatory journals. There are multiple kinds of journals which is available in the market. You might get different mails like I do today also, and you can get tempted to submit your work because there is no proper review process. The publication timing is very low, and online time is the very least time which they can take to make the decisions and get the papers online. But the problem is that most of us being researchers fail to understand that whether these journals are good ones or not, or at least Scopus Index or not. So I hope my this video and the steps that I followed is going to help you to identify at least the Scopus Index journals and save you from becoming a prey to these predatory journals. If the content of my video helped you or made you understand something, or you believe that it is going to help some of your colleagues and friends and juniors and seniors, then do consider sharing my video. Also, if you consider that the content is relevant to you and my future contents might be relevant to you, do consider subscribing to my channel. Goodbye for now. We'll meet in the next video.